All right, we're back with the Pundit Pit, and they are about to share with us their favorite political stories from the past year. Ed, let's start with you.
Well, Allison, it was the emergence of two exciting new political personalities. Obviously, Barack Obama, but the other was Sarah Palin. And I was there at the Republican convention, and here you have a conservative who lived traditional values, didn't just profess them, and was a crusading reformer, probably the most popular governor in the United States. And she just emerged on the political stage, and she will continue to be a force in the future.
And KT, that was your favorite political story as well.
But a slight difference. When Sarah Palin got the nod, what she did, instead of bashing all the Democrats, is she tipped her hat to Hillary Clinton and to Geraldine Ferraro, two Democratic women, and said, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them.
We actually have a moment of that. Let's hear her talk about that, and then we'll get to you again.
I can't begin this great effort without honoring the achievements of Geraldine Ferraro in 1984. Hillary Clinton, who showed such determination and grace in her presidential campaign.
And why was that your favorite moment, KT?
Because it was responded to by Ferraro and Clinton, and they tipped their hat to her. And, you know, politics is a really dirty, lousy business, but for one brief moment, that was a real class act on the part of all three women.
That was, well, I got it off to a nice start, too. Dan, what was your favorite political moment?
Well, speaking of dirty, lousy business, you know, I'll have to be parochial in New York here, the fall of Governor Spitzer. You know, just for sheer jaw-dropping weirdness and audacity, something that you never could have dreamed up in a million years. The guy went from King of New York to Ratso Rizzo overnight.
Let's remind our viewers of what he said at that moment where he was so publicly disgraced.
Over the course of my public life, I have insisted, I believe correctly, that people, regardless of their position or power, take responsibility for their conduct. I can and will ask no less of myself. For this reason, I am resigning from the office of governor.
Oh, and his poor wife standing right there. That was a dark moment in politics at that
yeah,
day.
And it's rare that you can find a moment where they combined soft porn and Greek tragedy in one moment like that.
So that gets your nod today.
Nothing ever, I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again.
All right, Philip, what was your favorite political story of the year?
Well, I think the big story is the whole idea that politics needs a makeover. The change is everywhere. I mean, Obama started on that trend in the last 4 months. Show that everything's broken. The economy's broken, Congress is broken, Detroit is broken, and the political system is sitting there floundering, trying to figure out what to do with it. And that story is going to unfold for the next, for the next several years. Is the American political system up to any kind of makeover? It hasn't changed anything in, what, 40 years?
All right, and since we're ending the year on a Blagojevich story, let me just go down the line. Do you think, I'll start with you, that he will actually be impeached now, given what he did yesterday?
I think they will try to impeach him, yeah.
Okay, and Dan, do you think that Blagojevich will be impeached, and do you think that Roland Burris will be seated as a senator?
On Burris, I think I'm going to hold out hope they're going to convince him not to take the appointment. On Blagojevich, I do not think he will be impeached. I think he is buying time very smartly to cut a deal with Patrick Fitzgerald.
Okay, one word, yes or no, KT, impeached?
Burris, yes. Impeached, yes.
And
Burris, yes, definitely he'd be seated in the Senate. Blagojevich, he will be run out of office by the prosecutor.
All right, guys, thanks so much for coming in. Happy New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right, don't mess with the guy with the hose. That's always a good lesson. An unsuspecting car wash attendant has to make a mock weapon when he is surprised by a crook. You've got to see more of this video. And a third grader unleashed. This little girl took her fight to free her cat from the local leash laws all the way to City Hall. You're going to meet this little girl and her cat. And it's New Year's Eve, and we want to hear your hangover helpers. Email us at friends@foxnews.com.